Hello everyone, welcome to Keeping Up with Linda. Today I'm going to be making a Portuguese dessert called Cavacas. I don't know the translation of that in English, so I call them volcanoes, and that's because they remind me of volcanoes. Yeah, so let's get to it. It's very simple. It makes a great dessert or a great snack. Let's do it. So to make this wonderful dessert, we're going to need 9 whole eggs, half a cup of milk, 1 cup of vegetable oil, 2 cups of flour, some icing sugar, and the rind of 1 lemon for later. We're also going to need a food processor and one of these guys here. As you can tell, this one has been through a lot already. I like to use it a lot. I'll be making 12 volcanoes. However, if you prefer to make them smaller, you can use the regular size cupcake pan and you'll be making about 24. But I like them big, so I'll be using this one here. Alright, so let's get started. So the process is really simple. We're just gonna start by adding all of our ingredients in the mixing bowl. Milk, oil, and our all-purpose flour. And now we're just gonna mix it. Here we go. So we're gonna start slow. Once everything is well incorporated, we're going to bring it to an 8 speed and we're going to beat it for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, we'll preheat the oven at 375 Fahrenheit. In the meantime, we're going to zest the lemon. I like to use the zest of a whole lemon because it gives it so much flavor, so much flavor. I love it. The other thing that I need to do right now is to pan spray my pan while the oven is warming up and the dough is still beating. So by the time I bring it over, this is going to be all ready. So let's spray it. Generously. And we're going to sprinkle some flour just so they don't get stuck to the pan. And that's about done. So it's been 15 minutes of mixing and now we're just going to pour it in there. I normally just use my finger like that to cut it. Obviously, you need to have clean fingers to do this. All right. All right, now they're gonna go in until they're done. So let's take a peek. They're looking good. Okay, let's close it. So while the cavacas bake, we're going to prepare the glaze. There's no specific measurements here. It's just icing sugar, the lemon rind, and just a little bit of water. We're just gonna put in just enough to make it a nice glaze. This dessert is amazing because it's not really that sweet. The only sugar that's gonna be on these volcanoes is gonna be this glaze. The dough itself has no sugar. When dealing with icing sugar, we need to be really careful because a little bit too much of water and it's gone. So we have to be careful, but I need another drop. There is a certain consistency that I need. If it's too runny, it won't stay on the volcanoes. Then it's really gonna look like a volcano with white lava coming out. But if it's too thick, then it takes too much on each one, and I don't want to use too much, so a little bit more water. Yeah, it's about there. Now I put it aside and wait for the volcanoes to be ready. I'm kind of timing it today because I never know how long it takes to bake. It's always by touch. I always know when they're done once I touch them. They've been in there for about 10 minutes, 12 minutes. And right now it looks like they're about half done. So we have to give it some more time. So let's take another peek. Normally I don't do this, but I want to show you how it's going. Alright, so let's check for doneness. Oh, from the color it looks like they're done, and if they lift like that, see, they're not, okay, that one is a bit stuck, yeah, no longer stuck to the pan. That's a good sign. That means they are ready. Wow, look at that. Alright, look at these beautiful volcanoes. So now I can tell you how long it takes to bake these. It took half an hour. Now they need to cool down before I put the icing on them. Cute. They're smoking hot. So to speed up the process of cooling, I am going to transfer them from the hot pan to a platter right away, so this way they cool down easily and faster. So those three are still stuck, but it's no big deal. They just need a touch, and that's it. Here it is. So even though they are quite big, they are hollow inside. So if I wanted to, I could fill them up with cream or jam. But I like them just the way they are. Dry like that, just with the icing on top. They seem to be cold enough for the icing. And with very clean hands, this is what I do. I put a little bit at the bottom, just so when I put it down, it stays there, standing up. And then just a little bit here and there. We don't have to go crazy because remember, it's sugar. It's not too healthy for us. And I always start like that, and then if I have leftover icing, I'll do another round. But to start, this is what I do. Alright, stay there. They're so much fun to make because they are so cute and they pop up out of the pan, and that's why I call them volcanoes, because that's what they remind me of, and I don't know what else to call them really. this one looks like it has a nose. So there's a little bit of extra icing. Just go around with a little bit more. This lemony icing is really the icing on the cake. It's so tasty. Right, done. So these are my cavacas, or volcanoes, like I like to call them. They are beautiful, they are delicious, they're a great snack or dessert, and they're so easy and fun to make. Now it's time to try it. Let's do this. Let's open it. See what I mean? It's hollow inside and it's just perfect. We don't need anything in there. We have the icing on the outside that will complement the rest of the pastry. So this is really, really delicious. You guys have to try it. Can't wait, guys. It's so soft, breaks easily. It melts in your mouth. So good. So here, guys, Cavacas or volcanoes, they're just delicious. Try it out. So this is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like it, share it, and please subscribe in order to keep up with Linda. Ciao!